Hey everybody, welcome back. So this week I'm combining the July All About the Mouse, which you'll see here, image, with the July 13th Scraplift Crafternoon. So I missed last week's All About the Mouse because I was actually in Disney for the 4th of July. So the theme for that one, you can see it's Mickey and Minnie sitting and watching fireworks. So I thought what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of the fireworks bursts from the Doodlebug Hometown USA collection. I'm scraplifting the July 4th picture that I took with a friend of ours, and we were there to see the Mickey, Goofy, and Pluto in their July 4th best. I'm going to be using this, and I'm going to be scraplifting the image that you'll see up in the right-hand corner now, Fun Adventures with Allie. And I love this page. It's got a graphic background. It's got 2 strips, a couple of kind of circles. We're going to be using the fireworks instead of the circles. But I think you guys are going to like how this turns out. So hang with me, and I'll put you on fast forward while we make a page. So we are come together here. We're in fast forward. For a simple page that took me a while, the first thing I really needed to do was find a background that these fireworks would pop out on. And one of the things that I was really didn't want to do is a solid white, because her page has this kind of cool graphic and I wanted to use a graphic. So the one background they had was kind of this light blue with the red and white dots, and that's what I ended up doing. But then I wanted to have the bolder red, white, and blue for the 2 pieces that are going to go as the horizontal strip. So I ended up using those 2, and now I am going to cut off the binding strips and kind of make the base of the page. I was surprised at how long this took me, even though I kind of felt like it should have been a super easy page to come together. But sometimes what I did here that I try not to do is I took a lot of stuff out. I went through all of the ephemera packs and I took out pieces that I liked. So I had a lot of stuff sitting next to my page. And sometimes having a lot of stuff out makes it harder for me to make a decision. So I kind of wish I had limited what I had taken out. And I already limited it, right? Because I went through the page. But it took me longer than normal for me, because you'll see that pile I have? I have a really big pile of stuff there to go through. So I'll show you how this page comes together, and you'll see how I end up taking all of that stuff and making that work. So once again, I'm struggling with this glue, but the good news is at the end of this video, I take all the glue out and I'm starting with a brand new roll of tape. So hopefully that will be good. So I got one of the solids. I do love that Doodlebug has the solids with the paper pack, so you get the exact color you need. I could have just pulled any old red, but because I had the red that went with it, that's what I used. So I am putting this really cool firework and then the really cool, I love the flag, putting those there. I didn't measure, I was putting them, and originally I was going to go above, but then I ended up liking how it looked a little bit lower. So that's what I went with. I like how that is. And now I'm going to lay out the 3. I have 3, 2 big and 1 little of the acetate firework pieces for each of the selections, or for each of the diagonals. And I'm going to put those there. And then after that, I'm going to use mini dots. That's a really good tip. So for these acetate pieces, I use the mini blue dots, and they fit right in the middle of the kind of the firework, or the middle of the firework. And you can hardly tell that they're there. In fact, you can't tell that they're there. It doesn't, make the fireworks or the acetate look bad. So if you have something like this, go get the mini dots. Now, I want you to also notice one thing that's going to come back to haunt us later in this discussion, and that is I left my ink pad uncovered. So I'm kind of upset about that. So I did she had a Christmas tree and Merry Christmas. I put the Let's Celebrate with the fireworks down there in the lower left. So I'm really, for the All About the Mouse, I'm putting a lot of fireworks in. Then for her card, she had a really cool saying, and I'm putting these cute little balloons. might use the hot air balloon too, but I couldn't make it work because I did want this to be my title, July 4th, and then I have the word memories. And I'm going to figure out to put the July 4th, the memories with the July 4th here in a second. There you go, July 4th memories. Now, I also had taken out these speech bubbles, Party Like It's 776, Land That I Love, and Three Cheers for the Red, White, and Blue. I just liked those. The 1776, because that's what Mickey and Goofy and Donald are dressed as, or Pluto are dressed as. And then the red, white, and blue, because that's their colors. And then Land That I Love, because that's really the point of 4th of July for me. So I did want to have those in there, so I'm going to incorporate those. But then I'm going to struggle to use the rest of those items, and you're going to see me pick them up and put them down and realize I got to get over it. We're not going to use those. And that is part of the hard things for me. I'm going to go through a lot of effort to see if I can use the things that I picked out instead of maybe not picking out as much, not using as much stuff. One of the things I'm enjoying about the Scraplift Crafternoon is a lot of the pages we're choosing to scraplift, are you ready for this? Don't have a lot of ephemera. I think what we're choosing are more, and this is not a simple page. This is a beautiful page with a really good, a lot of information on it. But it's not overdone, and I need to get better at that. I did have to cut the video because my daughter called, and unfortunately, as you can see, my phone is over there in the lower right, and you could see her phone number. So I cut it so you can't see her phone number. And then I'm going to cut it again because she calls me back. Anyway, I'm going to cut this tag, and this is where all of a sudden I realized, oh no, you see it on the top tag next to the one I'm cutting, I got black ink on it. This is a TED Talk moment. Please, please, please cover your ink pads. Anyway, and now I just want to use this. It's a little bit too big, so I'm just going to cut it off so it fits, and this is going to be my journaling box. I did punch a hole with my We Are Memory Makers hole punch. Ooh, say that 5 times fast. I dare you. Put it in the comments if you did. But the We Are Memory Maker hole punch that I love, it's got all the different hole sizes. And then I went to my handy dandy bag of blue ribbon, pulled out a blue ribbon that worked, and I'm going to use that in the hole with my tiny attacher. And that is basically the page. I hope you like this. I love the idea of having the 2 banners horizontal with the kind of embellishments on the 2 diagonals. It's very much my style. Now you see her calling again, and I'm going to flip away in a second so that you don't see her phone number. And here is the basic page. You'll see a close-up in a second. Thanks so much for watching. See you next month for All About the Mouse, and next week when we scrap lift someone else. Bye, everyone.